Hello again, my lovelies. Rebecca here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Mixed Media Mayhem. So I'm filming this well in advance so I'm not a day late because power outages are no joke. Last week I was a whole day late and I do apologize to everyone. So we are going to lift this layout today. The lovely Janet Fritz chose this for us. She is the Galaxy Girl here on YouTube, and this is by Nanette. And she's got all of Nanette's information there for her blog spot and everything, and I will try to remember to link that in the video down below. But I thought this would be a fun layout to do Rocket Man, right? So we've got, it's like 1/3, 2/3, right? 1/3, 2/3. So I need to pull out one of these lovely No Limits Cocoa Vanilla Studios that looked mixed media, and I'm going to add mixed media to it. And then I've got the one, we're going to have the one photo and some stamping going on there as well. So I've got to find all that stuff. But I do know in this collection there is a piece that is heavily mixed media. So I'm going to use this as this portion, but I'm going to add some splatters and stuff to it because it's mixed media mayhem. I can't just, you know, although this would be a good thing to show like how you can do faux mixed media, right? Then I'm going to get some white cardstock. We'll put that over there. Probably going to try to find a matching color to this, or probably chipped sapphire or faded blue jeans to pull in that darker blue. And I'm going to ink the edges of my white cardstock so that it just kind of all melds, and we'll use that to stamp on after we get done. I've got to find some fun word stamps or such things. Maybe some sketchy lines. I did get some new Close to My Heart stuff. So that is where we're at. I'm going to trim the photo down. We're going to get this done, and I will come back when it's time to do the mixed media. So give me just a minute, and I'll be right back. But listed down below after you get done watching will be all the lovely members of Mixed Media Mayhem who are playing along today. And if you want to play along with us the last Friday of every month, we open it up to a fabulous, a wonderful large hop to anyone that wants to play. So check that out in the Facebook group. That is linked down below as well. So I'll be right back. Figured I'd come on real quick. I'm doing a little bit of the mixed media. So I've got this whole part ink blended with chipped sapphire. And I'm making some big splotches, fake splotches, right? So it's kind of the cheater method, but I'm just dabbing, kind of making just some big splotches, and then just gonna put everything all on here. I am splattering up this white a little bit more so than it was, or it's blue. I turned it blue to make it match. The white was just standing out way too much, you guys. So we're just splattering everything up. Let's put a big drop up here. Little fake big drops, right? And we're going to let this dry. I've cut my photo down to 3x3 because it's going to sit right in this area. But yeah, I am very happy with how this is looking. So it's kind of mixed media, but I really started with a background paper that was heavily mixed media'd already. We've just added to it, doing this little issue over there, and then I'm going to stamp with the Distress ink as well. So we've got to put some stamps here and something there. But we're going to let this dry first, and we will be back. So nothing's changed. This is dry. I went through all my stamps, and I've pulled out a few of these, you know, things to do some word phrases. I pulled out this Love Lives Here by Close to My Heart, and I absolutely love this. It says, I heart everything about this, so I'm going to use that sentiment. This is Always Loved by Close to My Heart, and we have, you know, the glitter to my glue, And I think I'm going like this big word bit. There's like this really long one. I'm going to stamp that as "You Are Enough." My sunshine, my only sunshine, loved always. There's a lot of good positive ones that we're going to use for that, but the "You Are Enough" is definitely going to be my title. I did go ahead and grab some of these lovely borders just in case I don't have enough wordy bits. We're going to throw some of the little sketchy lines in there. This one from the Bloom with Grace, I've got the Stand Tall and Find the Sun. This is this right here, close to my heart as well. There's like Love This, Keeping It Real, this right here, Details, and a whole bunch of little arrows and such, so we're going to be able to use that. This is the embroidery, the borders, embroidered borders. Whoa, say that 20 times fast. And then there's this again, a whole bunch of little stitched lines that we can use. This is the Bohemian Borders from Stampin' Up! It's an old one, so I've got it along with like this in case there's not enough words. I've got I'll Always Remember, Noteworthy, and stuff like that. So I'm going to mat this little guy in this yellow. Oh, it was almost enough, wasn't it? Just almost enough. So I'll piece it together because I want that photo to pop. So I think if we put a bright yellow border around it, it's going to pop up off all of this. And then I'm going to get that to where I want it to be. I'm going to draw my line, and then I'm just going to come in and stamp. I'm going to use, this is a very old Stampin' Up! It was the size I Stampin' Block. I like it because it has the grooves. And I know I don't sell Stampin' Up! Anymore, and I sell Close to My Heart, and I know they have stamp blocks, but seriously, guys, it's a stamp block. You know what I mean? Use what you got. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Get this all down, get that all sorted out, and I'll come back and we'll do the stamping together. And I'm just going to do it, I think I'm going to do it in black. Actually, I was going to do it in a distress ink, but I don't think I want to. Actually, I think we'll pull out the Sapphire, the Close to My Heart ink, because it's a very dark, dark blue. And instead of introducing black, we'll go ahead and pop some blue in there. Alright, give me a minute to get this all done, and we'll be right back. I apologize, I stamped one line and then realized that I forgot to hit record. So I've got my little, obviously, photo block. It's going to go right about in that general area. And I used one of the Bohemian Borders just to start my line. And then I want to come in and use this little line. So these are tricky ones because I always try to make sure you want them to be as straight as possible. And my block is not quite long enough, so we'll just put it on there at an angle. And then we're going to dab in, and I run it on my skin, you guys, because I've never used the stamp, so I do just want to prep it. And we're just going to let it sit, let the ink absorb into the paper, and start our lines. And we're going to do one right there. So just kind of get a little bit of a border going. And then we're going to go ahead and keep it going and just pulling little words, and I'll fill it in more as we go. But I'm like OCD and I have to put my stuff away as I work. I know. Alright, so I do want to make sure that we're going to put the title here, so nothing else is going to go on this side. So we're just going to start pulling the stamps. nice and tucked in. I'm just going to line it up with my line. I usually run it down, and I don't want to repeat it. So, put the always remember there. And then what else do we have? We have I love you. Okay. Because I do. Put the I love you right up here. So it's all about just filling this area up with as much words as possible at this point. Just little word phrases that are in straight lines, right? So this one says happy. And then I do want to pull out that noteworthy, but there's too many cursive ones right next to each other right now, so I'm going to go ahead and we'll come back to that. We should just go ahead and do our title now. So, you hear that? Yeah, it hurts. But then it starts to get easier and easier, and you can see that it's got a film. So I will take it, and if you can see, like in this area, right in there, you can tell where the ink is not at, so I always pounce my stamp and then look at it to make sure. But because of the way the mat is, or the sponge, it's like a fiber sponge, so the little cross patches. And I'm going to hold that because it is a larger surface to cover. And I am wiping my stamp off. I will go back and clean all of these. Maybe. Let's be honest. That's a big maybe. So you are enough. So I just kind of spin it in there, make sure it's covered. And we'll get enough on there. I can even come in with like a little small word right up there at the top. Make sure I'm getting all the ink off of my block as well, but it's all over my hands. Then what else do we have? We have the glitter to my glue. And I just kind of take it and line it up on my grid pattern there. And I'm going to stick that one right up here as well. So you can read it as you are enough, or you are the glitter to my glue. I mean, Elton John, glitter, it makes sense, but Robbie is the glitter to my glue. And then we've got Powerful Pearl, let's see, amazing just the way you are, the best part of my day, loved always. I'm just going to make sure. This one down here because I don't want to put two loves right by each other. But yeah, that's just what I'm going to do, you guys. And I mean, obviously it's going to get pretty boring watching me choose which ones to do. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this all off screen because I'm just going to be doing stamping. And keep going with it until I have this whole area nice and filled up. fun little word phrases. So yeah, so when I'm back, we'll have this all done. So we've got all the stamping done, and I absolutely love this. So we are going to kind of do a little bit, I think if I can get this, nope, I can get this guy to work here. Just want it to go a little bit like that, but I don't want to waste the whole thing. I know. Sounds funny. But we do want to get the little star there. And then we're going to add just a cluster of 3 stars. Just right in this area. For a little bit of texture and dimension. And then I was thinking of maybe, I think we'll pop this guy right down here just because that white kind of brings your eye. The yellow's here, and then we've got this white that brings your eye right to this photo because there's a lot going on this page. I don't want to throw those guys away. I really had a lot of fun making this one. This is something that I would not normally have done. So, that's why it's fun to scrap lift. And I think I'll just pop in a few of these darker stars in here. Just for a little bit more of a pop. And some of these nice teal ones right down there, and I'm going to call this one done for the day, you guys. So here's our original by the lovely Nanette. I absolutely loved and adored it, and here's what I came up with, so yes. And this is, I know it's coming up white on here. I mean, my nails are coming up white and they're light pink. So anyway, it is all blended in. There you go. See if I can get some of that out of there. So there's all the fun stamping. And that's it. So don't forget to check out all my other peeps that play along every Friday. See what they were inspired to create by this lovely lift that we are doing. And if you want to play along, like I said, check out our Facebook group. It will also be linked down below. So you can sign up. We host a monthly hop where everyone can play along. It's the last Friday of every month. And the inspiration piece is always posted sometime at the beginning of each month so that you guys have a whole month to prepare. I will also have all my affiliate links if you want to pick any of this fun stuff up. Let me know. I do appreciate when you guys use those. It does help to support my channel and be able to bring you all this content. Alright, you guys, remember to be kind. Bye.